What up? It's your boy T-Bear here in Reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. So, I'm hoping I can try to fit in as much as I can as possible. Anything. If I gotta cut some stuff, we're gonna cut some stuff. But anyway, we might get into kick things off with some videos from Galano Production. A video production as based off of this past weeks of WWE from on Friday Night SmackDown and this past Monday Night Raw, we had the 2023 WWE Draft though. A lot of exciting movements happening in WWE's though. So one being Cody, which was good. There's some cons with some of them as well too. One being with Cody going to Raw and the Tribal Creeps on SmackDown, meaning that takes Cody out the place. You know where this Tribal Creep is, that's who the title lays. So he's on the brand where the new heavyweight championship is. So I don't know what it means. Cody don't finish the story or it's waiting for Cody to get in Money in Bank to get in on SummerSlam, or fortunately they're pushing into WrestleMania 40, which I do not want to happen. But at this point, WWE gonna do the fuck they want, and we're gonna get to that in another video about Polano later on, which is new hot takes. But anyway, let's see what Polano think about the WWE draft. There was well too. Some good picks came out, some questionable, and also some questionable picks as well too. Either way, let's get it. This is every WWE draft picks and the 2024 results.
The full WWE draft has come to an end. Let's take a look at every pick, starting with the first night. The number one pick was Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman. With the second pick, Raw selected Cody.
That one has questionable because they didn't put the Usos, but money they made up for it though. So, but it might be still some cracks in the bloodline, possibly though. But
SmackDown selected the Raw Women's Champion Bianca.
She ran SmackDown, so and it looks like Rhea went to Raw also, so they'll be trading belts.
Belair with the third pick. Becky Lynch was the fourth pick and is heading over to Monday Night Raw. The fifth pick really shocked me. SmackDown drafted.
I am so glad they did not break these guys up. Thank you for not, because there's folks harping for a breakup for them via draft. One of them turning each other. Glad it didn't go through that. Thank you, God. Yes. They're still together and they still faces right now. Hopefully they stay still faces for a minute. Anyway, but let's keep going.
To the Street Profits with the sixth pick, Raw takes Imperium.
Now so it looks like the Intercontinental gonna be Raw's title now, and the USA title is gonna be SmackDown because Austin Theory went over, as I mentioned.
Edge was the seventh pick and is heading over to SmackDown. The Rated R Superstar returns to the blue brand.
Yes, that's awesome right there. Edge returns to the blue brand. That's where he made his biggest run ever during the Blue Brand as well too, during his early solo days as a face to his Rated R Superstar days as a heel as well too. Now Matt being on Raw can be interesting. We could see a return of Ray Orton on Raw as well too.
Drafted Matt Riddle with the eighth pick. Solid choice. The crowd clearly loves him, and I'm sure he's going to have a successful career on Raw. SmackDown selected.
Now this I am kind of glad about, because this means he could be in title contention against the Tribal Queef though down the line as well too. So I like this though, as well as be top potential for the USA title as well too, which also went to SmackDown. So I love it, but either way, put them in the picture.
Bobby Lashley with the ninth pick in the draft. Drew McIntyre was drafted.
Now this is against as well too, and there's been words. I gotta get all my cheers out sooner or later, because there's been words that they might have him turn heel and feud with Seth Rollins. So let me enjoy this while it lasts.
For Raw with the 10th pick. He needed a change, so Raw will be good for him. Hopefully he does turn heel. The entire OC gets drafted to SmackDown.
He want him and of course I don't want him. Now, this I like, and when they little interest them going against the Ragged Raiders and taking them down, I love it. I would love to see that feud go down, definitely.
And as the 11th pick, that includes AJ Styles, Nia Yim, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. Raw drafted The Miz as the 12th pick of the draft. SmackDown takes damage.
Now this is gonna be interesting now, and interesting now as well too. Somewhat interesting. We'll see.
Control with the 13th pick. The 14th pick is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Now he's gonna have I can see him be a top contender for the new heavyweight title as well too. This is a good pick. I don't think Shinsuke ever been in Raw. I don't think. Now I thought about it, I don't think he ever been to Raw, except for maybe as a guest spot. Other than that, I don't think he's been a full-time Raw. So this will be good. Interesting to see him on Raw.
Nakamura, who is headed to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown selected NXT.
Now this was interesting. Then they retained. Well, this instant they did. So we'll see what they're gonna do with the titles going forward now, since they're on SmackDown. Are they gonna change to a new title, or they gonna end up dropping it, have to vacate it soon? Who knows?
Women's Tag Team Champions Isla Dawn and Alba Fire as the 15th pick of the draft. That was truly shocking. And then Raw took the...
Now, this was good. And she did relinquish her in a nice way. Her sexy Dexy carried her out to as he joins. They reunite in Raw, man. This has been long overdue. She been this long due for her to go to the main roster. I'm glad she finally able to do it. Let's go.
NXT Women's Champion
so
Indy
we could
Hartwell
get a reunion of the Way, a face version of the Way, because since we got no heel version, it says Austin's in SmackDown, so we might get a face version of the Way, hopefully.
The 16th pick in the draft. On to the second night, and
Rhea
Ripley was
like I
the
said,
first
she's on Raw, so it looks like they're trading titles.
Pick who's been drafted to Raw. With the second pick, SmackDown selects US Champion Austin Theory. Seth Rollins got drafted as
and they're glad they did it, so he's like the top pick to get that title, that new title. Even though Cody is in Raw now, I don't think he's gonna go for it though. I think he's gonna still find a way to finish the story with the tribal queef though. But who knows?
Third pick for Raw. Charlotte was taken fourth for SmackDown.
So
Raw.
Now the thing about Charlotte being there, I'm a little scared because they could try to put the new wherever the new SmackDown title that Bianca have on her. So who knows? Now this is good. Now I wonder if they're going to split the titles, or who knows what they're going to do with the titles though as well.
Drafted the undisputed tag team champions at the number 5 pick. SmackDown picks the Usos at number 6.
Yeah, it's like I said, this was interesting. We almost thought they was going to get separated, but no. But it still could be some cracks in the bloodline.
Bloodline is not splitting up. Judgment Day is drafted with
this was cool. Okay.
7th pick by Raw. LWO.
Now looks like we won't get Dominant Ray anymore. But speaking of them, can we please get a win? I feel like they're getting punched for turning face. One and they're making the LW look bad. I got a feeling this gonna lead to a heel turn. Like it's not gonna last long. Like they made it. They try to say they made a mistake for turning them faces. I've been enjoying their face run. Like can you not have them be losing the whole time? Like it's getting ridiculous.
Representing the blue brand after being drafted as the 8th pick. With the 9th pick, Raw.
Now this is cool. Now that's what I say. The only reason I feel like they could end up making us the NXT the new SmackDown Championship because they went to Raw. Who knows? But we'll see going forward.
Team champions Raquel and Liv Morgan. SmackDown drafts
Asuka. Now this is good. This is interesting. Let's see where this goes. Like this right now she's still teeter-tottering with the tweener available. Who knows?
10th pick, Raw takes the New Day.
Now this is good. This is good as well too. I don't think they've been fully on Raw in a while. Well, I think they have. I'm trying to remember. But now with Big E, we'll see what they do with Big E as well too. If it's going to include Big E.
The 11th pick, the Brawling Brutes are staying on the blue brand as
they like I said, they separate from Drew, so they're doing their thing.
As the number 12 pick. Raw drafts Trish Stratus.
Yeah, I didn't care too much about this, but I think the only way they did it because she can cure a few with Becky Lynch. Now, I was interested that they had him on SmackDown. It was a joke saying that we lost out, but they said last time we had it, they had him in the helmet, so this is a okay pick right here. But I was a little confused because he's supposed to be feud with Shinsuke. I wonder how that, but it looks like they all had that final matchup against each other on this coming SmackDown. I think like everything goes in play after Backlash.
Is staying on SmackDown after being drafted as the 14th pick. Raw drafts Ronda Rousey.
Now this is going. I got a feeling they're going to be the top contender for that tag team title, but they're going to eventually go and get it.
Now Baszler with the 15th pick. LA Knight is selected as.
Now I kind of low-key wanted him to go to Raw and hopefully turn face and be another contender for that title, that new heavyweight title. But again, he could get the money and make and get it as well too. But again, he needs a face turn, man. Soon he really do. He's too over with the crowd.
The 16th pick of the draft by SmackDown. Braun Strowman and Ricochet are moving over
cool.
to Raw after being drafted at number 17. SmackDown selects Shotzi with the 18th pick in the draft.
Good
Raw
choice.
drafts Bronson Reed, who's the 19th pick. Pretty Deadly gets.
Now this, they're heels. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do in the main roster, though. Called
up and are drafted to SmackDown as the 20th pick. Raw drafts Chad Gable and
So
Otis
they still
with the
together.
21st pick. SmackDown takes Rick Boogs with the 22nd pick. Raw drafts and calls.
Yeah, like I said, we thought they gonna want to take the title from them, but they got both getting drafted. Kind of like interested. Why can't we see how they do in the tag team women's tag team division as well too?
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter with their final pick, while SmackDown drafts and calls up.
Now this I'm definitely interested in because he has been off TV for a while. Let's see what he does, how he does his thing on this.
Cameron Grimes with the final pick in the draft. Meanwhile, Brock Lesnar, Omos, Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, and Von Wagner are all free agents. And on the SmackDown Lowdown, we found out that the Viking Raiders...
Yeah, and the SmackDown Lowdown. So, Viking Raiders went to Raw. Oh, shit. So, that's going to separate them from the AJ thing. Dexter Lumis Day. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to get the face version of the Wade, possibly. Mason Monster. Okay. So, they're still going to continue their thing with the... Alpha Academy going on. And I'm glad Palu's back on the main as well, too. It's like Tony and Chelsea. We'll see what they do with this. Now, JD Madonna's going to be interesting to see. He's Hill. He's going to be interested to see in the main roster as well as Zoe Starks.
Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae, Maximum Male Models, Zoe Stark, JD, Apollo Crews, Natalia, Sonya Deville, Chelsea Green are all going to Raw, while Hit Row and Lacey Evans.
Yeah. Oh, it's like kind of whatever this right now because neither Hit Row doing anything on the cool, and Lacey, they don't know what they're doing with that either, so it's weather with them things.
Vince joins SmackDown, and that is it for the draft.
So I didn't hear anything about Gargano. I don't think, unless I missed this, I didn't hear anything about Gargano, but I'm guessing he's gonna stay on Raw. But other than that, like I said, the draft was interesting. The draft was interesting and all thing. Only like I said, only downside is they took away Cody from SmackDown where to try to creep his ass, so that means he ain't gonna be able to go for the Undisputed Championship. So we're not sure. We're going to have to see what's going forward, what's going to happen with his story. But like I said, if it's sadly going to push it to WrestleMania 40, which kind of did not want, but at least it's in Philly, and if it's a chance I get lucky enough to get tickets for it, I can see this happen live. But other than that, if you like my reaction and my thoughts on the draft, let's say a good draft. It's just some was questionable. Either way, let's see what happen when at the Backlash where everything commences. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love. Hold on.